This is precisely why I tell y'all not to be doomers, not to give up in advance and say, we're cooked, not to act like all of the horrible things Trump fantasizes about doing, all of the terrible things that this regime wants to carry out will actually come to pass. This is why it is so crucial to maintain a mindset of, no, we're going to stop this. He thinks he's big and powerful. No, we're going to show him that the American people are the ones who have the power. Every act of resistance matters. It is crucial that we do not lay down and roll over for fascism, that we push back on every front all of the time. We never, ever cede any ground. We stop acting like Trump is inevitable. Stop giving him victories that he does not have. Look at what just came down in Washington, D.C. Earlier today, D.C. went after the Trump DOJ. They tried to make the DEA chief, Terry Cole, take over for the D.C. Metropolitan Police. Trump is blustering like he's a military dictator, that he's going to take over civilian law enforcement, install military law enforcement, and there's nothing we can do about it. And all y'all fucking doomers on here are acting like, yeah, it's happening, it's all over, DC's screwed. The people of Washington, D.C. are not acting like that. They're saying, oh yeah, Trump is going to try some shit here because he's desperate. He realizes that his regime is crumbling more and more every day. Every round of polling that comes out shows that the more Trump does, the more the American people hate him. He is underwater across the board on every single issue. What's his approval rating? 30-something% now. And folks in Washington, D.C. are like, no, we know that he's crashing out. We know that the thing he's going to do when he's desperate is try to hold on to power as long as he can. And the only tactics that he knows are bullying, intimidation, breaking the law, taking more power than he has. And with that last one in particular, he tries to claim he has taken power that he actually has not seized control of. That still belongs to us, the American people. That still belongs to local municipalities. That still belongs to local government. That is still under the rule of law. Just because he says he can do a thing does not mean he's going to be able to do it. Now, if we say we're cooked, it's all over, we're doomed, you've already handed him that victory. You've already said Donald Trump gets to write our future. Donald Trump has decided that he gets to do this thing. And so okay, I guess we're just going to let him. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. We have to push back on every front. And what just got handed down, right? A judge today very quickly was like, no. And the Trump regime, Pam Bondi and her Department of Justice, which is just Donald Trump's personal attack dog lawyer team now, they backed off. Had Washington, D.C. said the same thing y'all doomers say, which is, it's over, we're cooked, there's no point, then Trump would have been able to cement that control, put Terry Cole in charge of the Washington, D.C. police force. It's because a whole lot of people, millions of people all over the country, hear Donald Trump say, I'm going to do this thing. And their response is not, oh shit, he's going to do this thing. We're cooked, we're doomed, it's the apocalypse. But instead they say, oh, the fuck you are. You're not doing that here. And they take their power and they push back. That is the reason that Donald Trump is not seizing power the way that y'all doomers pretend he is. It's because the American people are resisting. This is why it's so important that we do not obey in advance. You do not give him power that he does not have. Stop acting like he's inevitable and push the fuck back. Say, yeah, we know he's a would-be dictator, so he's going to try shit. We know he is deeply unpopular. He is tanking himself all over the country. He's losing support, not only from his base, but crucially from independents and from folks who are Republican who voted for him, but they're not like loyal MAGA cultists in any way. Those folks, they fucking hate him now. He's pissed off pretty much everybody except for his real loyal base. And even in his loyal base, we see report after report after report of MAGA who are turning on him because of the Epstein file cover-up, because they are now realizing how bad Trump is for the economy. And also largely because they don't like what he's doing around immigration. Even MAGA don't like what he's doing. They didn't want our farm workers snatched. They don't want moms being snatched in the drop-off line at the elementary school with their kids left in the car. That happened this past week. Actually, that happened a couple of weeks ago here in Oregon too. A dad trying to drop his toddler off at daycare was snatched by ICE, who actually broke open his window. That's not what anybody wanted. That's not what anybody wanted, even MAGA. I know you see lots of bots online that are claiming that this is amazing and they want this. Again, the disinformation from bots is wild right now. Somebody said something like 70% of Twitter is now bots. Dead internet theory, y'all, is very real. Be skeptical of anybody making these super pro-Trump claims in your comments. I see it all the time in my YouTube comments. I go and click on the account. Oh, it's an account that was made 4 months ago with no followers, and every comment is like a little bit weirdly worded, like praising Trump to the skies. Just weirdness, clearly a bot. So the new order from Pam Bondi, after the courts got involved, is like, okay, we're going to back down. Trump's going to taco. DC is going to stay in charge of its own police force. Look, y'all, the mayor and the DC AG, they didn't roll over. They didn't say, Donald Trump wants to do these bad things. He's inevitable and he gets to do it. It's all over. They said, absolutely not. We will push back. We will stand for the rule of law. Stop giving him victories he doesn't have. They can't win if you keep fighting. That's why it's so important to understand your power, to maintain your hope, your motivation, your fight, to not give up in advance. Trump doesn't get to write the future of this country. The American people do. So we need to stand up and get to work. We need to be supporting everybody else who is resisting. Right now, that means supporting DC in particular, the mayor, the AG, the people of Washington, DC, who understand they're resisting in huge numbers, and they understand they're not going to give Trump fuel for his fire. He wants there to be like riots with smashing shit, anything he can use to justify some kind of crackdown and, invoking whatever kind of authoritarian overreach. He's going to try and claim there's a rebellion, whatever. There's no rebellion in DC. Legally exercising our First Amendment rights, refusing to give those rights over to Donald Trump in advance. This is what folks in Washington, D.C. are doing. They're not giving him any ground. Please remember that. Please remember that when you see folks making doomer content where you are tempted to be like, it's all over, all hope is lost. No, it's fucking not. The more Trump does, the more people are getting pissed off. This is not going to stop on its own. Authoritarians do not give up unless somebody stops them. So we can't lay down and let him just roll on through. Likewise, we cannot pretend that somebody else is going to save us. We can't pretend that somebody else is magically going to be our white knight and is going to sweep in and save us all from the fascists. It's up to us. We have to do the work. We all have to push back. Stop expecting the courts to do it all or Congress to do it all. They're not gonna. It's up to us, the American people, mobilizing, resisting in every possible way. By the way, don't forget, tomorrow there is a nationwide protest. Go to fightthetrumptakeover.com and find the location near you. We're standing in solidarity with the millions of Texas voters that the fascist Republican Party is attempting to disenfranchise. We're standing against gerrymandering and for the rule of law. We deserve a representative democracy in this country. We are not going to let the fascist GOP take that from us. So hope to see you out there tomorrow. Don't give up the fight. We're just getting going, y'all. We have so much that we are capable of doing. We have the ability to stop this. We have to mobilize and do that work.